Black 21 scoffed at the Saiyans. Android 21 stared at the woman. She realized the imposter was truly identical to her. Vegeta declared that punching this copy would be a dream come true. Goku felt unsettled. He was looking at someone who wore his girlfriend's face, but killed and tortured for pleasure. Fighting her would be a heavy mental burden. At least that was what he thought. Black 21 demanded to know what they were doing there and where Trunks was. Vegeta told the insect to mind her own business. He declared himself her opponent. He glanced back at Goku and 21 to ask if they had any objections. Goku admitted that hitting someone who looked exactly like 21 would feel completely wrong. 21 agreed that it would be strange for her as well, and told Vegeta the fight was all his. Vegeta promised to have the time of his life fighting Zamasu. Black 21 noted that they had figured out some of her secrets. Goku shouted that she really was Zamasu. Black 21 challenged the Saiyans to attack. Vegeta transformed into a Super Saiyan God. Black 21 looked mildly surprised at the red aura. Vegeta declared that this form was enough to destroy the copy of Kakarot's woman. He launched forward and struck Black 21 in the face. The blow sent her flying. Vegeta told his allies to do whatever they wanted, because he was taking charge. He flew after his target. Goku wondered if the imposter had 21's powers along with her body. 21 replied that it would make sense. Black 21 complimented the strike, and asked what era they came from. Vegeta roared that they came from the era that would end her life. The Saiyan Prince rushed forward at full speed. Black 21 released a burst of power and kicked Vegeta in the abdomen. The strike sent him crashing to the ground. She called him a pathetic mortal. She mocked his race for relying on brute force right from the start. Vegeta stood back up and clutched his stomach. He admitted she was strong but not strong enough. He punched her in the face. She recovered instantly, and kicked his legs out from under him. She told the Saiyan to accept how pathetic he was. Vegeta rose to his feet consumed by rage. Goku and 21 watched the battle from a distance. Vegeta swore that no one would ever mock him. His power surged. A brilliant blue aura erupted around him, and completely consumed the red light of his god form. A massive shout echoed for miles. Vegeta had transformed into a Super Saiyan Blue. This form was different. The leaking energy that used to drain him was gone. He had perfected the transformation. He announced that this perfected form would undoubtedly destroy her. He vanished and reappeared behind her. He slammed a double axe handle down on her and sent her flying sideways. He followed up with a kick that launched her into the sky. A brutal punch to her nose drew blood, and sent Black 21 crashing through several buildings. Goku noticed that her energy felt strange. 21 agreed. She sensed faint sparks of divine energy within the imposter. It proved that Zamasu had stolen her body. Goku noted that Vegeta should be able to win with his perfected form as long as he did not get overconfident. They still did not know if she could use the Majin transformation. 21 stated that they would be fine as long as she stayed in her current state. Black 21 pulled herself out of a crater. She brushed off the debris and called Vegeta a mere appetizer. She lunged at him. Vegeta easily caught her strike with one hand. He delivered a flurry of blows across her body. He launched her into the sky again, and drove his elbow into her stomach. A sharp kick to the jaw sent her reeling backward. Black 21 formed a purple blade of pure energy in her hand. She swung it at Vegeta's chest. He dodged it by mere inches. Vegeta knew that the fight would have ended right there if the blade had connected. She was extremely dangerous. Black 21 laughed and taunted him about his near death. She drifted back down to the ground. She promised that every single one of them would die right there. Vegeta landed a few meters away with a serious expression. Black 21 assumed a strained stance. A monstrous dark energy flared around her. Goku and 21 had followed them to watch the fight. 21 noticed that the imposter was now using full divine energy. Goku felt the massive pressure. Vegeta braced himself against the overwhelming power. A terrifying scream echoed across the ruined city. The architect of this nightmare future unleashed her power. A dark purple aura engulfed Black 21. Her clothing morphed. Her hair turned pitch black along with parts of her outfit. Her eyes shifted to a piercing purple hue. Black 21 pointed a finger directly at Vegeta. A pink and purple aura began to glow at her fingertip. 21 realized with horror that the imposter was using magic. She sprinted toward them. Goku knew they were not immune to magic and chased after her. Vegeta watched in confusion as Black 21 fired the magical blast. 21 was too far away to block it. She screamed for Vegeta to move and warned him about the magic. Vegeta was caught off guard. The attack struck him. Even though he guarded against it, the purple aura wrapped around him. The magic took effect instantly. It caused immense internal damage. Purple lightning sparked across Vegeta's body. The prince let out an agonizing scream. Goku yelled his friend's name. Vegeta lost his Super Saiyan blue form. He collapsed to the ground unconscious and severely wounded. Sparks of residual magic danced across his skin. Goku rushed to his side and tried to feed him a senzu bean. Vegeta was totally unresponsive and could not chew it. He was alive, but completely out of the fight. Goku glared at Black 21. His anger pushed him into his perfected Super Saiyan blue form. He swore to make her pay. Black 21 laughed. She called Goku another pathetic appetizer. She pointed at 21 and declared that she would save her for the main course. 21 cursed the imposter and promised she would die today. Goku charged at Black 21. The evil android tried to hit him with the same magical attack. 21 flashed in front of Goku and absorbed the blast with her own barrier. She warned the imposter to stay away from him. She settled into a fighting stance. Black 21 mocked their protective bond. She told them they would both die together. Goku asked if the paralyzing barrier would work on the imposter. 21 explained that magic did not affect magical beings unless they were distracted or weakened. That was why the attack had no effect on her. Goku felt like a burden since he was vulnerable to the magic. 21 told him they would fight together and finish this so they could save Vegeta. Goku agreed. Black 21 challenged the mortals to attack. 21 engaged Black in fierce close combat. Goku moved behind the imposter and tried to land a kick. Black 21 blocked it with her elbow and told him to get out of the way. Goku clutched his stomach, but pressed the assault. He delivered a heavy punch to her face that sent her flying through multiple buildings. 21 praised their teamwork. Black 21 returned visibly enraged by the damage. The couple charged at her together. Trunks arrived on the battlefield. He saw Goku and 21 fighting the imposter. He then noticed his father lying motionless on the ground. He rushed to Vegeta's side and cursed the woman for hurting him so badly. Goku kicked Black 21 in the face, while 21 held her from behind. They executed a perfect coordinated assault. Black 21 broke free by headbutting 21. She immediately drove a brutal punch into Goku's stomach. She fired an energy blast that launched 21 backward. Black 21 stood over the reeling Saiyan. She punched him in the face with all her strength. Blood flew from his mouth as the impact shattered the ground beneath him. Goku lay on his back in agonizing pain. Black 21 hovered over him and aimed her hand. She warned him that the next attack would hurt. The assassin fired a point-blank blast. The explosion illuminated the area. 21 screamed and rushed forward. Black 21 laughed sadistically. She decided to keep Goku alive to use as a puppet but promised to torture him first. She unleashed a barrage of blasts on the Saiyan. Goku screamed in agony. He could not resist the overwhelming attacks. Suddenly, 21 kicked Black away. The imposter noted her rising power. 21 ignored her. She looked down at her battered and unconscious partner. She touched his face. Pure rage boiled within her at the sight of his torture. She searched his clothes for the senzu beans. She pulled out the small bag but it turned to ash in her hands. The blasts had destroyed them. She could no longer heal Goku or Vegeta. A pink aura erupted around her. She transformed into her Majin state. An overwhelming power filled the battlefield. 21 vowed to make the imposter pay. She slammed her fist into Black's stomach. The imposter coughed up blood. 21 drove a knee into her face. She grabbed the imposter's shoulder and dislocated it with a violent twist. She grabbed Black by the face and dragged her across the ruined ground. She threw her into the air and prepared a Kamehameha. A purple energy sphere shot toward 21. She cancelled her attack to dodge the blast. A new figure arrived and called her a filthy mortal. 21 cursed the arrival of another nuisance. Trunks landed beside 21. He drew his sword and powered up 2 Super Saiyan 2. He asked about Goku. 21 explained that her boyfriend was badly hurt. Her anger flared as she declared it a fight to the death. Black 21 recovered and joined the newcomer. She told Zamasu that she could have handled 21 alone. Zamasu pointed out that Trunks was there too. She claimed a team battle was fairer against such despicable Saiyans. Black demanded to fight 21 alone to return every strike she had suffered. She charged at 21. The real android braced herself against the imposter's increased power. Zamasu attacked Trunks. Their fight was evenly matched. Zamasu formed an energy blade and tried to pierce his chest. Trunks used his sword to deflect every strike. 21 and her dark counterpart traded furious blows. Black managed to kick 21 into an empty street. 21 barely dodged a lethal energy blade that sliced a building in half behind her. She realized how close she had come to dying. Zamasu abandoned Trunks and tried to slice 21. 21 dodged and punched Zamasu in the face. She sent the Supreme Kai crashing away. Black charged 21 with another blade. 21 caught the attack with her bare hands. She glared at the imposter. Black taunted her about killing her boyfriend. 21 grabbed Black by the throat and squeezed tight enough to break her neck. She had to let go when Zamasu interfered again. Trunks arrived and kicked Zamasu into a building. He tried to slice Black in half. She dodged and punched him down next to 21. 21 asked if he could still fight. Trunks stood up unsteadily. He explained that Zamasu seemed immune to all damage. Zamasu floated next to Black 21 with a cold stare. She proclaimed her immortality. She boasted that nothing could harm her. Trunks realized why his sword had failed to kill her earlier. 21 admitted the situation was worse than she thought. The two villains attacked again. Black 21 grew stronger with every injury she took. She completely overwhelmed them. 21 tried to punch her face, but only grazed her. Black countered and knocked 21 flat on her back. Trunks stabbed Zamasu again. The Immortal Kai slowly pulled the blade out with no effort. Zamasu head-butted Trunks and blasted him down beside 21. The two divine entities floated high into the air. They prepared a combined energy sphere to wipe them out. Before they could launch the massive attack, two energy beams shattered their sphere. Goku and Vegeta arrived in their Super Saiyan 2 forms. Goku admitted they could not do much in this state. Vegeta told him to leave if he wanted. Goku refused to abandon 21. The two Saiyans charged the villains. 21 asked Trunks where Mai was. She knew they had to retreat to the past. Trunks explained that Mai was with the refugees. 21 watched the fight and formulated a plan. Goku and Vegeta traded blows with the goddesses. They suddenly transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta blasted Zamasu away with a final flash. Black 21 nearly pierced Goku, but Vegeta grabbed her arm. He kicked her in the face. The Saiyans doubled their assault. 21 explained her plan to Trunks. He nodded and flew off to find Mai. Zamasu tried to chase him, but 21 teleported and kicked her into the ground. She mocked the Immortal Kai. Goku warned Vegeta that their blue forms would not last long. Vegeta grumbled about cooperating. Black attacked with her blade, but Zamasu crashed into her. 21 had thrown the immortal right at her. 21 returned and told the Saiyans that Zamasu was immortal. They were shocked. 21 shared her escape plan telepathically. Trunks found Mai in the subway. He explained they had to lose this battle to win the war. They rushed toward the others. 21 asked if Vegeta understood the plan. He refused and wanted to fight. 21 called him an idiot and reminded him he could not teleport. Goku begged him to listen. Vegeta finally agreed, but told her to shut up. An energy blast separated them. Vegeta flew off to his designated spot. 21 and Goku stared down the approaching goddesses. They launched a barrage of blasts to distract them. Black dodged and charged 21. Goku hit Black with a Kamehameha. The imposter recovered instantly and kicked 21 to the ground. Vegeta yelled that they were ready. He fired a signal flare into the sky. Goku and 21 saw the signal. 21 told her boyfriend it was time for their final attack. They joined hands and rushed the goddesses. They separated at the last second. They brought their hands to their faces and shouted solar flare. A blinding light engulfed Zamasu and Black 21. Goku and 21 instantly teleported to Vegeta's location by the time machine. Trunks, Vegeta, Goku and 21 boarded the ship. Trunks yelled for Mai to get in. She refused and ran back to protect the refugees. Trunks tried to jump out, but the machine was already activating. Goku held him back. The time machine vanished into the sky. Black 21 and Zamasu rubbed their burning eyes. They fired energy blasts at the fading ship, but hit nothing. Black realized they had escaped in a time machine. She promised to grow even stronger by the time they returned. In the present timeline within universe, Ten was Beerus, and the Supreme Kai sat around a table. Zamasu entered and bowed to Gowasu. He apologized for leaving unannounced. Gowasu introduced the guests. Beerus demanded to know where Zamasu had been. Zamasu claimed he was helping in the Northern Universe. Beerus accused him of visiting Zuno's home. Zamasu was stunned. Beerus pressed him about his interest in the Super Dragon Balls and Android 21. Zamasu made up a weak excuse about a tournament. Beerus asked why he wanted to know if a mortal could swap bodies with a god. Gowasu demanded an explanation. The Supreme Kai of Universe 7 suddenly appeared using a time ring. Trunks, Goku and 21 arrived with him. Minutes earlier the time machine had landed on Earth. 21 helped Goku out of the ship. Vegeta stumbled out carrying a small black cat he had rescued. Trunks was completely in shock over leaving my behind. 21 asked Vegeta to hand her boyfriend over. Vegeta tossed Goku onto the ground. 21 called him an idiot. Bulma and the Supreme Kai rushed over. Future Bulma comforted her son. The Supreme Kai warned them that Black 21 had the immortal Zamasu as an ally. 21 confirmed they already knew. The Kai explained that Beerus and Whis were currently in Universe 10 confronting the present Zamasu. Goku and Trunks insisted on going there. The Kai teleported them all to Universe 10. They arrived just as Goku demanded answers from his apprentice. Trunks saw the man who would ruin his future. He lost control. He transformed into Super Saiyan 2 and charged with lethal intent. Trunks impaled Zamasu before anyone could react. Zamasu choked on his own blood. Trunks unleashed a final flash at point-blank range. Zamasu was completely obliterated. Goku screamed in horror. Beerus struck Trunks and forced him out of his transformation. He yelled at the boy for his reckless action. Goku mourned his murdered apprentice. Shin tried to explain the atrocities Zamasu would commit in the future. Goku refused to believe his student would do such things. He ordered them out of his pure sanctuary and threatened to tell his god of destruction. Trunks stood by his actions. Whis suggested they leave. The group teleported back to Universe 7. Goku wept for his fallen student. Back at Capsule Corporation, Trunks apologized to Beerus. Beerus brushed it off and claimed he could handle the Universe 10 destroyer. 21 reminded everyone they needed a strategy against the immortal Zamasu. Vegeta complained that his sword strikes had done absolutely nothing to her. Bulma offered them senzu beans. 21 suggested saving them for the future. Goku announced his plan to learn the evil containment wave. He explained it was a technique to seal enemies away. He apologized to Trunks for leaving my behind. Trunks nodded and hoped she was safe. Bulma warned them the time machine needed a full day to recharge. She explained that going back to the exact moment they left would sever the timeline connection completely. They had to travel a day forward in the future to match the present. She also noted the connection was weakening. This would be their final trip. Shin decided to return to Universe 10 to reason with Goku. Whis accompanied him to prevent an intergalactic incident. Beerus refused to help them fight in the future. He preferred to stay behind and eat. Whis explained that the future Beerus was dead because the future Supreme Kai was dead. This meant future Whis was inactive. Goku left for Kame House to learn the containment technique. Vegeta mocked the idea of relying on a trick. He told 21 to create some useful magic and flew off to the lookout. 21 decided to create a magical shield to protect them from black spells. She checked on her daughter Violetta and kissed Goku goodbye. Goku teleported away. Hours later, Goku practiced the Mafuba at Kame House. He successfully caught a sea turtle, but missed the sealing jar. Master Roshi scolded him for his lack of precision. Goku asked Roshi to come with them. Roshi called him an idiot and explained the technique would drain his life force. Goku reminded him they had senzu beans. Roshi reminded Goku he was already dead. He told Goku to secure the lid and apply the magic seal. He offered Goku the seal charm in exchange for a trip to a cabaret period. Goku agreed, despite 21's warnings about those places. In the future, Black 21 and Zamasu realized the gods knew their plan. They decided to wipe out the remaining mortals on Earth before leaving for another planet. On the Supreme Kai's planet, Shin noticed the mortals dying on Earth. Goku refused to stand by. He teleported to Earth to confront his former student. Shin and Mai watched in horror. Black 21 and Zamasu cornered the last survivors. Goku appeared and demanded they stop. Black 21 claimed she was following his teachings to watch over mortals. She believed mortals were a plague that repeated the same mistakes. Goku blamed himself for her twisted views. He begged her to return to Universe 10 with him and face justice. He offered his hand. Black 21 walked past him. She drove her energy blade straight through Goku's stomach. The old master screamed in agony. Black 21 coldly stated this was the third time she had murdered a version of him. She pulled the blade out and let him fall. The time machine appeared in the sky. 21 Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks had returned. They sensed Goku's fading divine energy. Goku teleported them to the scene. They found Shin injured and Goku dying. Black 21 transformed into her dark state. Vegeta told Goku to seal the immortal while he handled the imposter. The prince and the false android flew off to fight. 21 gave Mai a senzu bean. Zamasu fired a blast at them. Goku teleported everyone away to safety. Black 21 mocked Vegeta's confidence. The prince transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Black 21 laughed at the familiar form. Vegeta smirked. He unleashed his true power. He had trained relentlessly in the hyperbolic time chamber. His energy surged with terrifying intensity. Back in the present, Master Roshi slept while Goku perfectly executed the Mafuba into the jar. 21 spent the entire night perfecting her magical shield in a forest. She finally succeeded after 83 attempts. Before leaving the present, she cast the protective aura on Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. They promised to return safely. Beerus asked Whis about 21's potential if she ever gained divine energy. Whis admitted she would surpass Goku and Vegeta easily. Beerus recognized her as the greatest mortal prodigy he had ever seen. He spat his drink when Whis jokingly suggested she replace him as the destroyer. In the future, Vegeta completely dominated Black 21. She fired blasts, but he dodged them with a savage smile. He battered her with heavy blows. She demanded to know how he got so strong. He kicked her through a desolate hospital. She screamed in rage and leveled the building. Vegeta taunted her for losing to a simple Super Saiyan Blue. They clashed again. Goku and 21 tended to the Kais. Trunks checked on Mai. They watched Vegeta's fight from afar. Black 21 crashed into the ground. Vegeta landed nearby. Zamasu sneak attacked him with a kick. She declared they would fight together. Goku and 21 arrived. Goku set the pickle jar on the ground. He challenged Zamasu. Zamasu laughed at his mortal arrogance. Vegeta resumed his aerial battle with Black 21. Goku transformed into his perfect blue state. He shouted the name of the evil containment wave. A green tornado trapped the immortal goddess. Zamasu screamed in terror as she was dragged into the small jar. Goku successfully sealed her. He cheered and looked for the paper talisman. He realized he had forgotten the seal. The jar rattled violently. Zamasu burst out of the container and shattered it in a panic. 21 sighed at her boyfriend's stupidity. She told him to help Vegeta while she handled the immortal. Goku apologized and flew off. 21 effortlessly beat Zamasu to a pulp. She snapped the immortal's neck and threw her down. Zamasu regenerated seconds later. 21 blasted her with a point-blank Kamehameha. The burns healed instantly. 21 used her as a punching bag. Black 21 fired her magical paralyzing ray at Goku and Vegeta. The purple smoke enveloped them. The magic faded without doing any harm. 21's shield had worked perfectly. Black 21 stood in shock. Goku and Vegeta trapped her in a pincer attack. They fired a combined Kamehameha and final flash. The massive explosion engulfed the imposter. 21 stood over a battered Zamasu. Black 21 walked out of the smoke. She laughed maniacally. The heroes warned her to surrender. Black 21 revealed she had never used the true Majin transformation. A monstrous roar shook the planet. Her body mutated. Her skin turned purple with dark spots. Her hair turned stark white. Her eyes bled into a demonic red and black. Her divine energy skyrocketed to catastrophic levels. The heroes launched a combined assault. Black 21 deflected everything effortlessly. She smashed Goku and Vegeta's heads together to knock them out of their forms. She blasted 21 with a massive beam that left her paralyzed on the ground. Black 21 gloated over her perfect body. Zamasu asked if they should keep Goku alive. Black 21 decided to kill 21 first. She aimed a lethal blast at the fallen android. A Kamehameha forced them to dodge. Goku and Vegeta stood tall. They pushed themselves beyond their limits. They screamed as their auras exploded. Vegeta achieved Super Saiyan Blue evolution. Goku combined his perfect blue form with the Kaioken. The earth cracked under their immense power. Trunks arrived in Super Saiyan 3. He engaged Zamasu to protect 21. Goku and Vegeta charged Black 21. The battle was brutal. They traded earth-shattering blows. Vegeta hammered her from above, while Goku struck her from below. Vegeta mocked her for relying on a stolen body. He explained that her vessel was empty without the years of training and fighting that the real 21 had endured. Only the true android 21 could unlock her cell's maximum potential. Vegeta dragged her through a building and pummeled her into the ground. He declared his pride as the prince of all Saiyans. Trunks sliced Zamasu to pieces, but she kept regenerating. She ranted about the grotesque nature of mortals and her divine right to exterminate them. Trunks refused to listen and kept fighting. Black 21 spat blood at Vegeta's feet. She claimed her anger would make her invincible. She created a keyblade and stabbed herself. A massive scythe materialized in her hands. Her power surged even higher. 21 finally had enough. She charged Black 21 and knocked her away. 21 told the Saiyans to help Trunks. Goku tossed 21 the last Senzu bean. 21 engaged her dark counterpart. Black 21 swung her scythe and embedded dark lightning into 21's body. The attack forced 21 back into her human form. Black 21 pinned her against a wall by her throat. She smiled cruelly. She asked 21 if she wanted to know what happened to her family in the original timeline. 21 looked confused. Black 21 explained how she swapped bodies and traveled to her timeline. She found 21 and Goku sleeping in a forest. She murdered 21 instantly. Then she revealed what she did to Goku. She told 21 how she slaughtered him using her stolen body. She mocked Goku's final words of love to the very face that murdered him. 21's eyes widened in sheer horror. Her voice broke as she whispered his name. The trauma and agony of the revelation shattered her restraint. A dark, malevolent, divine energy exploded from her body. She transformed into her Majin state in a burst of pure rage. Her aura was a sickening pink. Her hair turned white. Her eyes became pitch black with glowing red pupils. She wore a smile more sadistic than her imposter. She swore to slaughter the woman who stole her life. Goku and Vegeta felt the terrifying shift in her energy. Goku realized her divine power was completely consumed by malice. Will Android 21 lose herself to her dark Majin form and destroy the imposter? Find out in the next part.